Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Grand Line Gaming. Here we are continuing Unlimited Adventure. Joining me today are Steven.
Hey.
And Zach will be joining us shortly.
You mean right now?
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
That's what he
Like
means.
a ninja.
Zach ninja'd his way, yes. But here we go back to Chapter 2, Take 2 of our 2% file that we spent an hour and a half on already.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's all you're
And
up
of course, we've been sitting around streaming for half an hour already, just making sure that this thing is going to work. And so now that we've wasted half an hour of good streaming time, it's going to immediately fall apart.
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
But, alright, so in case you don't remember, we're on our way to the forest. Ooh.
Yes.
Where I got incredibly lost when we tried doing this last time. So.
Jason, this is amazing. You're going right for it. It's like you know where the forest is.
I know, right?
I'm gonna guess that you guys have been doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Oh, now I can finally see how this game is correctly played. Because I played so much of this game and had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, alright, so...
That's what Ed told us.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yes, as always with the orbs, we have to fill it with stuff. So,
Magic juice.
yes, magic juice. So we use all our honey and just power those orbs. And activate to bring us to the forest! Yay! So...
You know you've already lost half your viewers.
I
You said
know.
the word honey to the forest. I don't even...
Okay, this is why we have Zach up here.
The 100-acre wood.
Yes.
100 acre woods. Thank you, Steven.
Okay, so, I guess, let's get to, some discussion. First, let's talk about some movies. You guys see any movies this past week?
No, but actually no. Wait, yes. Last night I watched Hotel Rwanda.
How did you enjoy that?
It was all right. It was kind of funny because we were noticing. We got it from Netflix in the mail, and we noticed that on the slip, the summary actually says, in parentheses, sort of like an African Schindler's List, which was like the most unprofessional piece of PR writing I've ever seen, which is pretty funny. But yeah, it was okay. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Zach, anything?
I saw Moonrise Kingdom last week, which was great.
Oh.
It was definitely niche, I guess is the word you want to use. A guy walked out of it saying, the cinematography was just unbelievable, and rolled my eyes at that. But no, I love Wes Anderson, so that was a fun movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it true, based on my impression of the trailer, that this is the most Wes Anderson movie so far?
I've seen 3. I've seen The Royal Tenenbaums, which I didn't like as much as everyone else. I love The Life Aquatic. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'll say yes.
It seemed to have all of his classic, like precocious children, weird sort of upstate summer camp thing, lots of white people, very quirky.
Mm-hmm.
I could not describe that movie better than you just did.
Awesome.
That's exactly how I would describe it.
Alright. Well, I gotta remember where I have to go, but this past week I saw the movie Ted, which comes out at the end of the month.
Oh, did you like that?
No, it was absolute
Good.
garbage.
Jason, I respect you so much more right now. Because that's a Family Guy movie, basically.
Yeah,
That's what it looked
it pretty much was, but the thing is, about that movie, it didn't need to be a teddy bear. It could have just been like, for the plot of the movie, it could have just been like the normal fat friend holding someone back. It was horrible. It was stupid, and like pretty much Family Guy, it was just a bunch of one-liners and jokes that went on way too long that weren't funny to begin with.
Jason, I respect you so much.
Why does it have to be the fat friend? What do you have against fat people?
Well, that's just a cliche in movies. It's not about having something against. That's just how it's played out, and I'm gonna get eaten by this damn plant.
Final Fantasy is asking how you see movies early, Jason.
Because I'm awesome. No, what happens is there's places that just post these ways to see free movie screenings, so I just go to those. And you could go to GoFobo, Cinemit, but if you go to advancedscreenings.com, the list, you could click on a movie, the list all the places where they're showing early movie screenings, and you just go to the sites they link to.
Well, there you go.
Yes. So, yeah, so that movie was quite horrible. But my friend and I, we do what we do in any horrible movie circumstance. We kind of go Mystery Science Theater with it.
Of course.
You and your friend that you always go to the movies with?
Yeah.
You and your friend that's a robot.
Well,
You have a robot friend?
yes, I have a robot friend. But no, my friend and I that, because usually they get the screening passes or I get the screening passes, so it's kind of a good deal because we get to see a lot of movies that way.
As I was also saying before we started, I'm looking forward to seeing Prometheus, even though I have not seen Alien, so I'm hoping that's not... I mean, I'm hoping... I haven't seen Avengers yet, just because I'm scared of how overhyped it is. Like, it's
a fun movie. Just have fun with it.
But yeah, I'm just like... Well, I mean, Jason is most guilty of overhyping it, I think I could say.
I think I am, yeah.
You
that's
actually
true.
have a rock from the movie. Have you told people about
Oh
that?
yeah, I do have a rock from the movie. What happened was, I went to see them film it when they were filming in New York, the Avengers, and there's a scene with Captain America, Black Widow, and Hawkeye as they come out of the plane right before the big fight, where some guy I met while we were pretty much person I met that was just we were watching them film with, he went back and he collected a bunch of rocks. So what happened was he brought like his rock collection with him and he gave me one of the rocks from the movie set.
Like this guy, like a little...
No, but
like
you underestimate...
Like or something, just like running around and collecting shiny things from the movie set.
Yes.
The thing is, I think you underestimate the excitement you had about this rock.
What, my exaggerated excitement?
I don't think it was exaggerated, Jason.
Dude,
I think you were genuinely excited to have a rock.
Yes.
Do you still have that rock? That's all I need to ask.
It's somewhere.
Okay.
Actually, I do see it. Ha! Yes.
That's all I need to prove there, right, Steven? I mean, if you weren't genuinely
It's a
excited about the
paperweight.
rock, you would have thrown it up.
I'm
Thrown
using it
out.
as a paperweight.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, rocks are good paperweights. Where am I going?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this game right now.
I am too. So we're together on this one.
We're all in adventure together, huh?
Can't you jump over that log that was, down in the...
I thought I did. Oh, this
I
place looks
always
new.
got lost on this. Oh, you just walked into a Venus flytrap.
Hey, remember, you're delayed. But
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Well, everyone else is seeing what I'm seeing, no?
No.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're mentioning there are cracks that you can use the pickaxe on.
Oh.
One of them.
well, yeah. Level design's not the best in this game. Anyway, speaking of video games, I guess we should get to the big topic of the week, E3.
I'll wake up in a couple minutes.
Alright, well, so, I don't know. I'm into video games. Steven, you're into video games a bit too, right?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
I only have a few. I only have all the systems.
Oh.
Everyone.
You do? Okay, I only have the PS3 and the Wii. So,
You are not
you
as
had more
much
of
of a
the
gamer as I am.
okay,
You
so...
don't have an Xbox?
No, there hasn't been really any games that have been exclusive to Xbox that have interested me, except for maybe Bastion.
That was good.
I'm sorry, I was a Halo-obsessed person, which I'm sure there's a few people in the chat that are...
Well, speaking of Halo, let's start with Microsoft's press conference. Steven, what did you think of that?
They wasted a lot of time on some dumb stuff, like the smart glass was pretty goofy.
Right.
Which of course is the thing that they're trying to hype up, where you can like hook your tablet or interface it with your Xbox in such a way that it will like print up extra information on your tablet as you're watching a movie or whatever, which seems really distracting and totally useless.
Right. I think Trey Parker and Matt Stone summed it up best.
Yeah, they came out, of course, to promote their South Park game that they're writing, and the first thing.
Wait, is that game for the Xbox, by the way?
It's for Xbox and PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
And of course he came out and he's like, have you ever wanted to watch an episode of South Park while hooked up to your mobile device, which is hooked in to your tablet, which is then controlled by your oven, all while you're sitting in the refrigerator? And he got a huge round of applause from everyone. But yeah, no, that game seems like it's going to be really cool because they're totally involved in it and they're writing all the material. So
Right.
I think it should be great.
Apparently I can't go that way that I was going. That's not fair. But no, it was pretty stupid because when I'm watching a movie or a TV show, I don't really want to look at a tablet or anything. I want to actually, watch the show because
Right.
I enjoy the show. If I'm interested about any other information, I'll look it up afterwards. But
Yeah.
I figure if you're looking at another device while a show is going on, it's because you're bored the hell out of your mind.
Yeah, the only times I will ever do that are when I see an actor and I have to look them up on IMDb because I want to know where I've seen them before. That's about the only times I've ever
Right.
been distracted watching something.
Yeah, I agree.
so what percent through this game that we're playing right now do you think you're going to get? At the
well,
end of
you
today's
were-
episode?
I
We're
don't
at
know.
2%, so probably 4%.
Yeah.
So this is
So
going to be a very long series.
right. So well, we're not going to 100%. We're just going to do the main game. But going back to the E3, I mean, they showed off a lot of games. The thing is, most of the games I was interested, like South Park and Tomb Raider, those are games that are also coming out on the PS3.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, they showed a few big ones. There's Halo 4 is coming out, which is being done by a different studio.
Yeah, that makes me like. What's the level of reviews and hype behind that?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think everyone's just sort of waiting to see.
Yeah. Well, I think
Go ahead.
reviewers are kind of flippy because they're kind of like, it said finish the fight. Now they're kind of introducing this whole new thing. But when they showed it off and they're like, oh, it's cool, like with all the explosions and da 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 da. I don't know. Some reviewers aren't that great these days.
Yeah, I like that game though because of the social element to it. Because that's the game I used to come home. I used to go to my friend's house. Used to go on his original Xbox with a giant controller. We used to play Halo.
God.
I love those controllers
Yeah.
actually.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
With me,
so bad at those.
when I was young, we always did GoldenEye for the N64.
Oh yeah, we did that too. We did that too.
Oh
And
man, yeah, that was a classic.
That was fantastic. And honestly, I will always like playing together in a room than online.
Oh yeah, and I'd take that in a second.
Yeah.
I think.
But
that's a more fun experience. It's like you're actually outside playing a game, except you're inside playing a game.
yeah.
Shoot people.
Yeah, I think the most fun I've ever had playing Halo is when you get 4 people and you play 2-on-2.
Oh, yeah.
You're not even dealing with anyone else. Like it's just you and your friends. It's always great.
That's why I love that game. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm holding out hope. I'm sure it'll be a Halo game that is good like all the other ones. It may not be something amazingly new or special, but
Yeah.
I like Halo, so
Yeah, but the winner
I'm into
for
it.
me that press conference was South Park's game. That just looks like
That
it's
looks
going to be
really
fun.
good.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Get that.
But before we move on, does anybody else have any other comments about the Xbox or their press conference in the chat?
Was there anything
let's
else?
see.
Oh, in the chat too. Was there anything else that was like big there?
Let's see. Did they talk about Tomb Raider at the Microsoft?
Yeah, they
Okay.
did. That game I'm interested in. I haven't really been that much into Tomb Raider, but the freaking new one just looks gorgeous, the graphics.
Oh yeah, CDJ Gamer asked about DBZ for the Kinect.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I don't know. That sounds kind of cool.
No, it looks and plays
I'll
stupid.
Well, if I was like 15, that would have been my dream game. You have no idea, like, as a 15-year-old.
Well, I mean, I'm just going based off people that played it and reviewed it,
Yeah,
or,
so
well,
it's okay.
gave their first impressions. No.
God, you just killed Nami and Zoro.
I know. I am not doing all that great. I gotta get now large leaves, but I have no idea where to get large leaves.
Well, it's good that you
Oh.
killed Zoro, because this week is our Zoro week.
Right.
The large leaves are those big.
Yeah,
wavy
I know. I
ones.
gotta find where to actually get them because I used all of them to mix.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, any other thoughts on Microsoft? I think
Let's see.
I don't know. I didn't like the smart glass at all, but like I
Yeah.
said, I don't find a use for it. I don't know who's gonna find a use for it. I still don't even have a tablet because
Also, my
Can you
my favorite.
explain what it is, though? 'Cause
hold
I
on one
don't know.
sec, Steven.
Yeah.
What?
It's basically an interfacing thing for devices.
Right.
My favorite moment of the Microsoft conference was when the guy said that Xbox is going to support Internet Explorer, and there were like 10 people that cheered. That must have been
Zoom,
Microsoft
yeah.
employees. Yeah.
It's like Google Plus originally, at least. It's like Google Plus. Okay. Someone asked us this week, Nami or Usopp. This week's Zoro,
Yeah.
and the week after is Usopp.
Right. Usopp. Yeah.
Just so people know.
Alright, so I can dig here. What's in here? Okay, that's not useful at all because it says too many items.
So what should we go over next? Sony, maybe?
Yeah, let's go to Sony. Sony had, I thought, they did good. I mean, they started with Beyond, which they were going off of the success of Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, right? Which looks like it could be pretty cool. Although,
Yeah.
I think they were originally going to just call it Beyond, and now they're calling it like Beyond Two Souls or something, which is a really dumb subtitle for your game.
Right.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I like Ellen Page, and she seems to be playing kind of a badass in that game. So
Yeah.
That
that's
sounds
neat.
good. Because Heavy
Yeah,
Rain is really
difference.
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't play much
Yeah.
of it, but, I mean, it was a cool game.
Yeah. No, it was. Definitely was. But, yeah, I'm gonna go to camp after this and revive everybody. But, no. I think the standout for me at Sony's press conference was The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
it's
seems
just
awesome.
because I'm really excited for that game, but I mean, I just like how everything just went dark. Then the guy just came out, he played the demo of it, and just walked off stage, like no words or anything. It's like, yep, that's the game. We know you're gonna get it.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. Like I mean, I love the Uncharted games. I think they're great, and that studio
Right.
is getting really good at what they do. And I love that the way that they, by the end of the Uncharted, it was just getting kind of silly in terms of like how superhuman Nathan Drake was,
Right.
and how you would just kill hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of guys over the course of a game. And so like the way that they sort of focused it down and made it really more about each encounter
Right.
being a life or death situation, like it just seems really, really cool.
Right. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's great that they're also introducing a new IP instead of waiting
Yeah.
for the PS4, because they've had a different franchise every system. They started with
Right.
Crash Bandicoot for PlayStation, then they had Jack and Daxter
yeah.
for PS2, and then they went with Uncharted.
Right.
So let's see if I could make any of this stuff.
Talking about Naughty Dog?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't played the one for the PS2 you mentioned there, but I was obsessed with Crash Bandicoot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not that much younger, but younger. And Uncharted's great. I need to get Uncharted 3, and I need to get Arkham City, which I think just got a new version now, so I should probably get that now.
Well, the new... we'll get to the new version
DLC.
of Arkham, but later. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought Sony had a great one. They had a good, solid thing, except for the Wonder Book.
Yeah. And then they started talking about the Wonder Book. So, what exactly is the Wonder Book? Is that a program, or was that a device? What was
That's all right.
what was
So
that?
basically, this is aimed to bring more kids in, like more of the
Right.
entertain for the parents. Because what it does is it's a book where you could open it, and then the iToy picks it up and it projects like 3D. So you'll see like on the TV, like 3D images coming from the
Oh,
book.
okay.
So it's kind of like a storybook thing.
All right, so it's like an AR card kind of thing. Yeah,
Right.
I see someone in the chat says AR book. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's what that is.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's the sort of thing like, if it's a big business plan for them,
Yeah.
they're going to show it off. Although you would assume that the E3 crowd is probably not.
Right.
They're not really the main audience for that.
Yeah, and
that
you know
group.
what? I think some of the reviewers and some of the people of the E3 crowd are way too critical because the stuff from E3 makes it to CNN. CNN is what the parents read, and if they're marketing this stuff to CNN, that's where it's going to go. And that's
Right.
what...
Well, that and the investors. They
Right,
have to
the investors
show off.
as well. So I think, I mean, they showed off that they have J.K. Rowling as a brand that's fantastic for them.
Yeah, it was sort of interesting. I noticed some people were saying that they mentioned J.K. Rowling a whole lot, but they were very, very careful never to mention Harry Potter because they didn't want anyone to think that it was going to actually have Harry Potter in it.
Right. That's the thing. Yeah, because, well, they mentioned Pottermore, but I think that was about
Right.
it. So, I mean, what else was at Sony's press conference? I like that they had a lot of first-party stuff. Stuff that was
Yeah.
exclusive. That's smart on their end. What
Yeah,
was...
they didn't.
What
They
was...
didn't have a whole lot of Vita stuff.
That's what I was about to say. That wasn't smart on their end.
Yeah.
Because they were...
How has that been doing? Because I don't hear too much about
Well,
it.
it's interesting because it was said that they had about 25 new games on the show floor for Vita. None of it was mentioned.
Yeah, they didn't put any of them into the press conference.
Yeah, and a lot of people said as far as the press conference goes, it was like they had a big announcement that just fell through at the last moment or something because nothing really big was there.
Yeah, I have a Vita, and it's a really cool piece of technology. But yeah, it'll be a little while until there's a decent stable of games that makes it worth buying.
They did talk about like cross gameplay, like how the Smash Brothers ripoff you could play on the Vita and on the PS3 at the same time, and that is a Smash Brothers ripoff. There's
Oh, yeah.
no way around
Did
it.
you see that picture? One of the official videos that they uploaded to the Sony YouTube channel. The tags on the video were Super Smash Brothers, like SSV.
You're
It was
kidding
pretty
me.
fun. No,
Oh my
it's
god.
pretty hilarious.
That's kind of sad if you think about
Yeah.
it.
Well, that whole game is.
Yeah, but I mean, I think another big thing of Sony's press conference that worked out really well was the fact that they highlighted the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, you were telling me about all the stuff that they're doing this month.
Yeah, I mean,
before we
it
start.
is...
Now, again, as the ignorant person here, can I ask what that is?
Alright, PlayStation Plus is like for $50 a year, or for like, what is it, $18 for 3 months or whatever. You could get pretty much the PlayStation Plus, which allows you to store 150 megabytes of data on a cloud system. So if your
it's a
system
cloud system.
ever dies, you could back up all your save data. But also, they have deals on new video games that come out, so you could save like 10, 15, 20 bucks.
To me, it sounds like a combo between Xbox Live and Dropbox.
Well,
for
let
PlayStation.
me finish real quick.
Oh.
But, yeah, so basically they have new deals. They also have it, like if there's a new PSN game coming out, you'll be able to download it early. They have some exclusive games for the PlayStation Plus. And now they have, in June, there's like 12 games that are completely free to download for the PlayStation Plus people, including like Infamous 2 and the new Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, and Little Big Planet 2.
Little Big Planet 2 is also
Yeah.
on there. Virtual Fighter 5. There's a lot of great stuff that they got going on. And I think it's definitely worth the investment.
Yeah, I would do that if I wasn't already paying for Xbox Live, because it
Right.
kind of seems pointless to have two different things. But yeah, if you have PS3 like that, it seems really awesome. They do seem to have
Yeah.
pretty good promotions for their first party games.
Right.
And like even if you remember last year or was it even before that when they had the big outage for like a few weeks. I had to take a PSN down.
Right.
When they came back, they offered a bunch of games. You could choose from a couple different games to get for free, and one of the things was like Infamous 2 was just about to come out, so they just offered
ironic.
Infamous.
Yeah,
Infamous 1
I
as
downloaded that like last week.
Right.
Yeah.
It's on my system that whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was fantastic that they have all this stuff, and once you download it, you get to keep it. So if you download it or like kind of purchase it within the month that it's free, you get to keep it. So as long as you have PlayStation Plus, that's how it works. But for example, say something's usually $15, but with PlayStation Plus it's $5. Even if you don't resume your PlayStation Plus, you get to keep it because you put some money towards it. So they're not going to steal from you. So Sony was really good. And then they gave like everybody at that press conference like a year free of PlayStation Plus.
Oh, for being in the audience.
Yeah. Well,
Like Oprah.
yeah, but I mean, like, there's also, like, they know some sites will give it away or raffle it off or something. So I think it's a really smart way of just expanding that brand. But, no, I really like I don't know, Sony to me is my favorite. But I guess anything else from Sony overall that we should talk about? I think we should mention Unfinished Swan.
Yeah, is that a Sony exclusive?
Yes, that is a Sony exclusive, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like a neat little game. Now, is that a downloadable or retail?
No, that's going to be a downloadable. I mean, I think, you know what they should have a press conference for? Just for all the, what is it? What's the word that I'm looking for?
Like the exclusive arcade titles that they're
Yeah, the
releasing.
exclusive, the indie games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Because, I mean, a lot of them are really artistic and really cool. Like, Journey was fantastic.
Yeah, I think Microsoft does a really good job of promoting those. Like, if you think about like Braid or Bastion, games like that, like they get a lot of coverage, and
yeah,
the Sony can definitely improve in that manner.
Yeah, I mean they really don't have that much of a strength on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they did put out Journey recently. That was really well received.
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, like, a lot of people didn't know when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Stone Creek.
Yeah, Stone Creek.
That's all right. You're playing a game. I forgot.
So yeah, we got to like our first checkpoint of the forest, which is against Stone Creek. So yeah.
Sora's gonna kick in his ass here.
Yeah, so we're just going to wail on him, and as we wail on him with our Nintendo product, let's, I guess, talk about Nintendo a little bit. Now,
yes.
If there's one thing Nintendo knows how to do, it's keep people talking after the system, or, like, know how to get things tweeting, because non-specific action figure, man. You saw that, like, trending. Yeah. Like, they have, like, all this ridiculous, stupid crap, and they know their audience. Like, Reggie even mentioned at the press conference that his body was ready.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, as far as overall stuff, I think it was a bit lackluster.
Yeah, I don't know. Nintendo's in such a weird spot because they're going to get their 15-minute cycle for all of the the Wii U. Since they're, as usual, they're the first guys out with the new system.
Right.
But it just seems like, I don't know. I don't think that the gains that they're going to make with the Wii U are going to be enough to put them on equal footing with, Microsoft and Sony as far as like getting the big third-party titles.
Mm-hmm.
And so they need, and I think they're just gonna end up relying on the classic Nintendo stuff as usual. And like the way that those games work and the aesthetic that they have, like increasing the graphical power doesn't really. I mean, at some point, it's you can't really do much more.
Right. But I mean, especially when we're at the end of a generation cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be a little bit better. I mean, when the new Xbox comes out or when the new PlayStation comes out, I'm sure those specs are going to blow things away. I'm sure that they're going to have 60 frames per second as a minimal standard or 1080 as a minimal standard.
Yeah.
But
so I don't know. I think it's just how well can their internal studios crank out those classic games, and how well can they keep people interested in that? Because I don't think that like being able to tweet to other Wii U's is going to sell many of those systems.
Yeah, I just remember there was a map. So.
There's a map in this game?
Now you have no excuse for getting lost again, Jason.
Right. So.
Get that stick. I'm sorry, I'm behind.
Yeah. I don't know. There were some cool announcements. I don't know if they mentioned this in their press conference, but did you happen to see the video of P100?
Yeah, that wasn't in their press conference, which I don't know why.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's, as somebody described it as like beautiful Pikmin,
right?
Because it's sort of that has that weird superhero vibe, but then you're controlling all these little dudes like in Pikmin.
Right. But, I mean, as far as announcements go, we knew the Mario was coming, especially after the Nintendo Direct thing from last Sunday.
Right.
We knew, I mean, everybody wanted a Zelda, everybody wanted a Smash. They should have at least had one of those, or they should make it standard to have at least one of those.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't know, how much longer they can keep interest with, like, the new Super Mario Brothers configuration, like just another one of those, like 3D graphics but 2D classic Mario thing, because that they've done a whole bunch of those now, and I just don't know how much longer that can capture a big audience.
Right. No, I agree.
But yeah, I mean there were some things like I liked the new controller unveil, the traditional controller. It definitely looks much more like a PlayStation or Xbox controller,
right?
Which is nice because, like the Wii Classic, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles recently, and I use the Wii Classic controller, and the thing is so badly designed. Like you have the cord that comes out, and it's like sticking right towards you instead of coming out of the top of the controller. It comes out the bottom, so it's constantly rubbing on your hands, and just really bad design. So I'm glad that they put some effort into making a legit controller for hardcore games.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what items I don't need currently, so I could try to get some of these. You have too many items. Oh, it's the honey that I just dropped. Ah, stupid game. So
how do you drop the honey if you're in 100 Acre Wood? I think that's a very important commodity there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
well, it's 100 Acre Wood, but now you have the slave ship from Lost here.
Yes. Wow. Wow. What a specific Lost reference. There's dynamite in there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good thing.
Don't
be really careful with it. Don't make angry rounds and swing it around, because then you'll explode.
So
what was that guy's name?
Arst.
Yeah, there you
Leslie Arst. There's a girl's name.
Yeah. But, Steven, what do you think about, like, all the third-party support for Nintendo was, like, kind of like, hey, these games, remember they came out, like, last year?
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Like, what were the things that they...
Well,
like
Mass Effect 3, it's like, here, want to get the last of a trilogy that came out a year ago?
Yeah, and I guess they did mention Arkham City, too.
Yeah, they did have the Arkham City, where they have, like, a few new gimmicks for that.
I heard Mark Hamill wasn't doing any more Batman. Is that true?
Or Joker?
Yeah, well, I meant anything for the Batman series.
I don't know.
Because that would seriously diminish the quality of that. I mean, you still have... I love the fact that it's basically Batman the Animated Series, the video game. Don't get me wrong, but Mark Hamill was a big part of that, so that would be kind of sad.
Yeah, this seems kind of crazy. I mean, I know the guy was Luke Skywalker and all, but, like, he just does voiceover stuff these days, and you'd think, like, doing the Joker is probably a pretty solid bet for keeping a career healthy.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to be known for one thing, but,
He is known for one thing. Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, being is and doesn't want to are different things. So
Yeah.
allow him his delusion.
I don't
But,
want it. He's good at being the Joker. He's, like, really good at it. I'd be ashamed of it.
so, Steven, what do you
man.
think...
They just said Mark Hamill, Caesar Clown.
Oh, God. What do you think overall of Nintendo's thing? The Nintendo Lands, also.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all the periphery stuff that they announced with like the connectivity and the tweeting and doing all this. I don't care
Well,
at
the
all.
thing is,
Like,
I think what it is, and I think it's smart, is they're doing a social media thing for the Nintendo franchise. Like, it's pretty much like Nintendo. It's a video game console, and it's social media. And I mean, everybody, the hardcore fans, are going to like bash them for it. But you know what? It's going to win with parents. This is the
that's true.
parent. I already spoke to a few parents, like at work on the train. They're already saying that their kid's going to have them lining up to pick the game up, so they have it under that Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So you know what? I mean, we could always bash Nintendo, but they got across what they wanted to get across, and you know what? Day one Mario game, from what I've seen, that's what it looks like. That's going to just guaranteed under
Yeah,
Christmas
I
tree.
mean that's an improvement because the last couple of things they've released, they have not had a Mario
Right.
out at the start. So
Yeah, I mean, like last with the Wii, it was like the Twilight Princess,
yeah,
which was kind of like
But the Wii did
an
unbelievable.
import. Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
the Wii the best-selling system
It
ever?
was.
Yeah.
It was really well selling. So I think Nintendo did a great job for what they were targeting.
Well, they're targeting that mass audience because even my mom, I think, was like, "Ooh, that looks cool," or whatever. And like,
yeah.
grandparents played it, like played the bowling or something. Like, that's like, I think that was a common thing. That's kind of incredible.
How do I
I
break
don't think
this
you can
thing?
get through that. This is where I got stuck in the game, Jason. If you need like a point in which I stopped, this was the point. I very much remember this.
You just killed Zoro by running him into poison thorns.
All right.
He didn't
Sounds
even
really
get killed by a
poetic.
guy.
Yeah, come on. For Zoro Week, you'd think that you have a chance here.
Do I need
Yeah,
like
there might be an orb in one of those flowers.
really?
Try.
Fine. What do I?
I also just tried out. For those who don't know, we're on Ustream Live. They have a new Ustream.
Oh, there we go.
So,
But so yeah, I think Nintendo, they did a great job. I think they did the best job. I mean, at least for 15 minutes of that, I was interested. I think the other two for the main press conferences just was like, here's the games we have. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Maybe the third party conferences. I know EA and Ubisoft had some pretty big, pretty big conferences.
I think Ubisoft's doing great. I mean, what do you think of the whole Rayman that they have coming out?
The Rayman. Oh yeah, that's great. I played. I don't think I've beaten Rayman Origins, but I played a bunch of levels in that. It's a fantastic game, and yeah, I'm definitely glad that they're following up on that because I don't think it got enough tension,
Right.
or enough sales compared to like maybe the fans that were really excited about it. So I hope that they can keep that style and
Yeah. I mean, Rayman Origins was a fantastic game. The thing that worries me about the new one, even though because it's exclusive for the Wii U, and that first controller, that first player, it's like, do you always have to be that little bug that's flying away? Could you play it just by being Rayman and not needing the Wii U tablet?
yeah, I wonder if that's the kind of thing that they're still sort of figuring out.
Right. Because, I mean, I don't want to play with those, quite frankly.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of weird that the whole, tablet controller thing is like there's so many unknowns about that. Like, how is that going to play out for lots of games? How are developers going to use that? So it's sort of hard to say what anything will be like until the games are actually coming out. We can see them for ourselves.
Yeah.
But
So,
let's see. So what did Ubisoft? What else did they show off?
Zombie U.
Okay. Oh, that's a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know what the best one for me was? Watch Dogs.
Yeah, that seems like it could be pretty cool, and I guess there's been some confusion because I guess they showed it like the demo they were showing off was on a PC, like a really high
Yeah.
high-end PC, and so some people were wondering if maybe they were just teasing something that they're going to release for the next gen Although I guess they confirmed that it will be.
Yeah, they confirmed it after. I think it was smart because they got people excited before they said like what system.
Right. It got them talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like it could be cool. I'm not sure how it'll actually, because of course it was a very specific demo of a very specific, part of the game that they were showing off, and so who knows if that's, if the entire game is like that, or if that's just sort of like a concentrated mission that they were showing off to make it look good. But it definitely seems, it seems pretty cool. I like the sort of the different systems, like the traffic and the electronics and the way that they
The
interact
hacking
with
of the phones, yeah.
Yeah. That seems like it could be cool. And then of course they showed off the Assassin's Creed stuff. Have you played those, Jason?
No, I have not. I don't know. Assassin's Creed never really interested me all that much.
Is that the one? Is that the game they premiered where they go back in time to the Revolutionary War?
Yeah, that's the new one. Of that.
That looked really interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about that, and I know they spent a lot of time talking about their Vita game, which is sort of an offshoot of that as well.
Right.
Not a port. It's a totally new game, but
right.
I think it's good. I'm eager to see what they do because they've released a whole lot of those games, and I like Assassin's Creed, but I also definitely got fatigued because you can spend a ton of time playing them, and the last two or so were just kind of rehashes. So definitely interested to see the evolution of that.
Right. But I think that was it as far as press conferences go. I mean, Nintendo had their 3DS press conference, which was like bullshit. They didn't announce any new games. In fact, there was a new game that was announced while the press conference was going on outside of the press conference.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a complete waste of time.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I guess they are. I think that there's some people were. Maybe SquareSoft was showing off the music game for Final Fantasy, because I think that's being released in English, which I have. I have the Japanese version.
Okay.
And it's not bad. I probably paid more than it was worth for the Japanese version, but assuming the English version is a more normal price, I'd say it's actually kind of, if you're curious about it, it's probably worth it because it's actually kind of cool.
Right.
And I am kind of waiting to see when they're going to actually get the Paper Mario stuff going.
Right. Well, the Paper Mario for the 3DS, yeah, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The new Super Mario Brothers for the 3DS, though, that looks like, hey, want to see how many lives you could get? Where it's like you could just make everything coins.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, so that was pretty much E3. I think it was a lackluster year for E3.
Yeah, well, it's kind of interesting because, aside from Nintendo showing off the Wii U, pretty much everything, it's just people are just waiting to see when the next gen stuff comes about.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing a lot of these things, like wasn't there like a new God of War game shown off, and
where
like,
the guy couldn't demo it. I don't know, they get people that suck at playing these things to play the demos, which is always weird.
And they have, obviously Naughty Dog is doing this new IP that's not on, the next gen. I think you're seeing like lots of games where like normally by now companies would be working on the next stuff, like, the sort of the difficulty of getting the technology ramping up, and probably, after effects of the whole financial crash has just sort of delayed the cycle a little bit. And so developers are like, well, crap, we have to do something, while we're still working on the games for the systems that aren't being sold yet. So, we got to put out something, and so that's why you get sort of this. Well, it looks kind of like more of the same feeling here.
So, top 5 games for E3 this year. Steven, go.
Oh boy, I should have done my homework. Let's see. Well, Watch Dogs looks pretty cool, I have to say. Definitely, since I had not heard of that before, had not,
No, I think it was new for the E3.
So yeah, that definitely made a big splash. Last of Us and Beyond, I have to say, had a pretty good showing. I am curious. The one thing we didn't talk about because details were scarce, and I guess they were only showing it off in closed meetings, was the Star Wars
Right,
1313
1313.
game.
That looks
People,
good.
yeah, people were saying that like that looked better than basically any game they'd ever seen before. You know, they talked about how they had done a whole lot of
Yeah.
work with the Industrial Light and Magic guys
Oh,
on their
the
CG techniques.
yeah. There's a lot of new technology. It looks beautiful. And I'm like, if they're starting to if they're still pushing the limit on current gen, why are we so eager to rush towards next gen?
Well, you know, we've been playing the same machines for 6 or
Yeah.
so years now.
Well,
And,
Sony has said they wanted a 10-year plan, really. And I mean, I don't. Obviously, they're not going to stick to it if like Nintendo comes out with it and Microsoft comes out with it. But
yeah, it's. I think it's really more about Microsoft pushing their hand. Like they both kind of have to go together because,
right,
you know, that's how they work. 'Cause they're more direct competitors than either of them in Nintendo.
right.
But yeah, that seems pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. I would have said, I guess. See, the two games that I'm actually looking forward to the most right now. One of them is BioShock Infinite, which they didn't show off at the show because you know
Right.
they pushed it back to next spring, and you know they talked a lot about how in past E3s they actually literally like designed events and levels and things specifically to show off
Right.
at E3, and so that's a huge sort of distraction and a kind of a weird part of the development process. So they didn't have that one. And I also am really looking forward to Borderlands 2, and I think they're probably close enough with that because that's a fall release that they probably just figured, well, we've already kind of shown off everything, and so I think all they did was, you know, maybe another gameplay demo or something. It wasn't like a big surprise or anything like that.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, those are the things I'm excited about.
All right. Let me say I don't even know if he listed 5, but
Yeah.
I forgot to count. But for me, shoot, where to start? It's a big one this year, but I think I'm gonna go with The Last of Us is
Yeah.
definitely up there. Watch Dogs is up there.
Mhm.
The Unfinished Swan is up there for me as well.
Yeah, and we
'Cause-
didn't actually talk about that's the one where you sort of use paint and stuff.
Yeah, to like kind of reveal the level, but they've like also shown that, you know, for that to be an entire game would just be too much for a player, so they've mixed it up a bit. So I think it looks like it'll be
Now,
fantastic.
does that have move
Uh,
support?
I don't believe it has move support,
Okay.
but
It seemed like it could be the sort of thing,
Yeah.
because you're sort of hurling paint around. You could use that.
yeah, but I mean, like the thing is, one of the things that does have move support that's coming out is they're having Portal 2 DLC that all new levels that use the move where you could like manipulate objects.
Oh, weird. I'd not heard about that.
Yeah, so that looks cool, but I don't think that's in my top 5. I mean,
Yeah.
what else is in my top 5? I mean, the new Tomb Raider I'm looking forward to,
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
and Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't actually see that, but what was the deal with that?
Well,
I heard
that's
the
also
name.
being done by Platinum Games.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's nice, Yusuf. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to build stuff. I forget.
Yeah,
I need the frickin'... I don't know. Do I need the net to get the stuff I need?
You're gonna want it to get the bugs and things,
Right. All right. So
and definitely you need the extra inventory as soon as possible.
Is it just me or is Frankie's pompadour in this game especially super?
That's
yeah.
pretty super.
So where do I
Yes.
create the extra baggage?
I mean, I'm assuming it's a development item, but you may need to do, you may need to unlock stuff to get there.
freaking game.
Yeah, it looks like you need some wood.
Well, no, that's for the climate act.
Yeah, but they use that in lots of stuff.
Steven, are you gonna? We've been talking in the chat about conventions and stuff that we're going to. Are you gonna be at Anime Expo this year?
I don't know. Probably not. I'm not even sure when that is.
It's the first weekend in July.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't think I will be. I will be at Comic-Con doing the translators panel, but I'm not sure what day that is yet. I don't have any details.
I remember what I need to get. I need to get the web to make.
I'm gonna try and make it a Comic-Con one of these years. I mean, that's like a dream con
right.
together.
It's quite a spectacle.
We'll be at Otakon. We do not have a One Piece podcast panel there, but we'll be doing something probably better than last year, hopefully.
Pizza party.
A better pizza party, probably.
Steven, I remember I need to break the web to get the web item, because whenever I broke that thing, it always said too many items, and I'm pretty sure I need that to create the net.
Yeah, there you go.
And because I think one of the items I need to move on is pretty much, I don't know what I'm doing, is pretty much a bug. So,
yeah. All those bugs.
Yeah.
Chop down the trees with your pickaxe.
Not
Not even trees, just leaves.
Alright, so let me just make sure I have enough space on my items. I do have one there. What do I not need? I don't need medicine plants. I don't need honey either, really. So, let me drop that. Alright, so watch, it'll get web. See, right here, it's going to tell me.
How do I get web?
How do I get a net? How do I catch bugs? Leave it to me. Now I need
You have to
lumber.
make a net, don't you?
See, I do need lumber.
Oh, there we go.
Where's the best place to get lumber?
The dead trees on the beach.
I was just gonna say trees.
There might be a few on the forest too. But
There's a lizard you just passed.
Yeah, I can't catch it without a net.
Oh, you could actually catch the lizard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm learning a new
Yeah.
thing.
You get the lizards, and there are like frogs around too. There was a frog that watched Zoro just kill a whole bunch of Marines last episode.
And there was a frog that just watched me drown, and he's like, I could jump that.
Yeah, the frog with his samurai hat.
He was taunting you? The frog was taunting you?
Oh yeah, totally. Frogs have.
Wait, are you sure it was a frog or was it a hippo?
It was a frog.
Wow. I assume one of you got that.
I could have swore there was like a shortcut or something.
There is once you get by that, which I guess you did.
Alright, so, yay, collecting lumber. Woo, fun! Yeah.
So Shark Z1 is asking me about the podcast convention. I don't want to bore you guys. I mean, how much do you want me to go into it, or at all? Well, Steven's asleep already, so I guess there's nothing.
What podcast convention?
The Blog World and New Media Expo.
Yeah, go for it. Have fun while I collect stuff.
So it was a really cool thing. It costs so much money because I think it's for
industry,
like, industry and corporate but I think we had one of the more popular panels. I mean, there were small rooms. It was in the Java Center. But we filled up, and I got to like talk with my podcast idols like on the same panel as them, Jay and Jack from the Lost Podcast, and also with Rab Sesternino, who was on Survivor. I think like one of the first seasons, and he's a very nice guy as well. They were all really nice, and also Daryl Darnell, who hosts the Fringe podcast. If you're a Fringe fan, that's probably.
I've been meaning to watch it.
Me too. I'm going to wait until it's over, since next season it's over. I'm going to do that with Breaking Bad as well.
Wait, is it actually ending?
Yeah, next season. They gave it a final season, which is really nice for Fox. Like, I think you and I think Jason, we know that Fox is not normally that nice.
No.
Because, I mean, Arrested Development and Firefly, which I finally finished, and I need to watch the movie still, but the series was great. I mean, I understand the hype. Anyway, The podcast convention was great. I think I learned a lot of cool things. I'm going to be releasing a survey tonight about some of the things that I want to make sure you guys would be on board with out there. I think we taught people more things than I learned, though, at the same time, which is weird, since I don't really kind of just fell into the podcast in a way, and any success we've had, I kind of feel like has been
Accidental?
not quite accidental, but lucky in some ways sometimes.
Right.
But it was a ton of fun. I was only there one day, but yeah. Sorry, I'm getting the ad if I'm quiet.
Okay. So, yeah, so here we are, hopefully going to get some lumber. Oh my god. Why did they make this game so bad? Steven, answer.
I think the word you were looking for was huge.
What was the word you were? What were you asking about?
You said, why did they make this game so bad? That's not the right attitude, Jason.
I mean, why did they make this game so,
Frustrating?
yeah,
You mean because
collectible?
it fell in the water? Yeah.
Oh, that's not even part of the frustration of falling in the water.
For me, that is. When I fall and die in a way like that, it pisses me off.
You would have enjoyed the last episode that we actually recorded.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason I didn't watch that. Because this game frustrated me playing. Watching, I feel like that's like a whole other level.
We do it for the conversation, really.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been paying some attention, but not like a ton.
Yeah.
If anyone has questions about the podcast thing, you can
Yeah.
let me know.
Or anything in general.
Or
Any
anything in
topics, whatever. So, Steven, you wanted to talk a little bit about Shonen Jump Alpha, right?
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
right. They had the new
Right, Barrage.
series startup Barrage. Yeah.
So, I know I read it. Zach, did you read it?
I haven't had a chance yet. No.
Alright, well then cover your ears.
Is it that important? It's one chapter.
no,
man.
no,
I really
it's
don't
not.
care.
It's not that.
Yeah, alright, so, I don't know, I was a bit mixed on it. I mean, I know they're pumping it as sci-fi, and I like sci-fi a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't really science fiction-y very very much. I mean, it had a futuristic setting, but it was also sort of like Kingdom Town on a future planet with spaceships, but there's a castle and like guys have swords.
Right.
Are you translating it, Steven?
No. So I'm just approaching it as a reader as well. But we've been interested just to see what it's going to be like, how they're how this is going to work, having this series start up fresh, right before the American readers' eyes, essentially, since of course all the other series are long running, big hits already.
Right.
Yeah, but it was kind of like it was like The Prince and the Pauper.
For a second.
Yeah, for a second, which I thought was pretty hilarious because as soon as the prince says, "Hey, you and I are identical twins. You should take my spot," and then like you turn the page and like the guy gets killed immediately, which was pretty.
I don't know,
hilarious.
it kind of left me a bit mixed just because of how the king is being deceived.
Yeah, I mean,
mean-
it's like the first chapters are always kind of rough because they have to do so many different
Right.
things. They have like certain, that there has to be some threat that approaches and then is then solved within the first chapter. So it has to be a standalone little story bit,
Right.
and stuff like that. And so there are certain constraints that may make it more interesting later on once it has time to develop an arc, but. Yeah, the art was okay. Like there's some good detail in it. Although I found that it was a little chaotic, like just the way that he would draw the faces in like the sort of like it didn't seem to have much consistency from one panel to the next.
Right.
Maybe that's just that guy's style. But you watch when you read One Piece, you really like there's a great sense of space there. Like you always sort of understand where people are in relation to each other and where how the whole scene is playing out. And I didn't really get that sense from this manga, but
Actually, on a kind of related note, I was listening to last week's Ancast, and they were talking about Shonen Jump Alpha. They were doing a manga episode, and they were saying, I don't know if you guys agree, and I just started paying attention to it last week after I heard, but Zach was commenting on how the backgrounds looked a little more rushed than usual in One Piece, a little more blank and bare than usual.
I think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
because it's like a snowy location, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I felt that way about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely, it always looks nicer when he's either doing like a forest or a
Yeah.
city, just because there's so much more detail you can pack into it.
Yeah, I mean, just like in movies and stuff, snow is just kind of boring to look at. It's nice in person, but
I think in animation it looks beautiful, like if it's done well. Um,
Yeah.
But in general, I mean, remember it's Oda's assistants that do the backgrounds, and also like there's been some unbelievable work. I think the best backgrounds I've seen in the series were from Luffy's flashback. I know talked about that at great length during the
Go
recaps
Kingdom.
for this. Yeah, and I remember like the tiles on the buildings were like all drawn out, like the little Marineford had a little of that, but not a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see when it goes on, as this story goes on. But God, I've been loving the latest One Piece arc so much.
Me too. We actually have some questions on the
All right,
chat
read them out.
post.
Read them out.
And I think they should be addressed. Final Fantasy C asks, "Is this the only game you guys will be playing every stream, Jason?"
No, because we started off with Kaizoku Musou, or Pirate Warriors.
That's it.
And then this was chosen next by fans. So we're going through this now.
Yeah, and we have a couple other One Piece games. Jason has a bunch of Grand Battle games that we would probably, sort of combine together. Sort of go through each of them one per week or something like that. And a few other older PlayStation One Piece games. And aside from that, it's just kind of the sky's the limit
Yeah.
as far as what we cover.
I mean, I think after this game, maybe we'll take a break, like a short break from One Piece. Just kind of.
Yeah, I guess
mix
it
it up.
depends on how long it takes to.
Right.
Because if it does take us like 15 episodes or something to get through this, it's going to get pretty old.
Yeah. We may.
Well, then you could just stop it. you know.
Yeah, we could actually probably do like kind of like a halftime.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Let's see. What other questions do we got? I saw a good one. In here. Oh, so when is Zach watching Doctor Who? Not soon. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
Got a lot
I
of
know I'm
stuff.
excited about season 7 coming up. The current Who.
why did I bring that question?
Zach, I would just recommend, probably for you at least, just starting with the current Who. I don't know if the older stuff will interest you or keep your
Yeah,
interest.
one day I'll be worn down enough. Just when that day comes.
But, Steven, have you thought about giving it a shot at all or tried it?
Doctor Who? No, I don't have I have so many other things on my plate to watch or to read or stuff like that. That's also long that I just can't dedicate that kind of
Yeah.
time.
It's a long show. I mean, I'm lucky, I guess, with my commute, because I could just, hey, I caught a bug on my first try. But no, I just, got to watch stuff on my commute.
See if we
Yeah,
got-
that definitely helps as far as getting through shows and and all that.
I'm looking if there's any other good questions. If people have questions, feel free to ask. It might take
Yeah.
a couple seconds, remember.
As I
since-
try to catch this frickin' lizard, I think I may need a bigger one. Nope. Got
Oh,
it.
you're catching the lizard. Get the lizard. Get the lizard, Jason. Get the lizard.
Hey, large item bag. Perfect. I'll get that now.
Sweet. You're gonna skin the lizard.
Oh
to
my
make
god,
your
that picture of
bag.
the lizard. Can I just say that picture of the lizard? If that is not the YouTube picture for this episode, I know you can't choose it. But I will be disappointed if it's not that.
I was one regal ass lizard.
That is the most regal lizard. Wizard lizard?
Stop
Yeah.
talking.
What? Jason, it's
Jason.
called humor. Not good
Jason's
humor.
lost.
Yeah, we need good humor.
Shark Z asks, when is the Japanese One Piece podcast supposed to release? We'll have a date. We're gonna before that comes out, we're going to do our game show, which hopefully will be soon. As you know, okay, well, let me explain. Steven, you're on the West Coast time zone.
Yes.
Jason and I on the East Coast time zone. And Greg and all the people in Japan.
Are in the Japan time zone.
Or in tomorrow.
And so we're on the East Coast 13 hours different, which means that Steven is 16 hours different, and we have to fix all of those together somehow.
Yeah.
Which is difficult. So hopefully we'll have it on... the Japanese One Piece podcast will probably be a little bit, like a month or two, or maybe more. But it's going to come out, and I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be awesome. If anyone here speaks Japanese and or will listen, just let us know. I'll put that on the survey as well, but you can let us know in the chat as well.
Yeah.
But that's going to be fun. It's going to be the whole cast of the Hokotate crew, so that's going to be cool. Mm-hmm. I'll listen. I won't know what's going on. I'll listen. I'll be like, Greg's Japanese. Yeah.
Okay. So, how about we talk about Tsunami a little bit? What have you guys been thinking of it in general?
I can't answer this because I have not watched it.
Okay.
Well, we'll
you
talk about
unsupporter you?
We'll talk about more tomorrow. I'm worried about, like, what I won't talk about in the podcast.
Well, this is just for a general thing. Just like, I mean, guys, we do a Tsunami podcast too. Zach's afraid that if we talk about it now, you won't listen to it. But, guys, listen to it every Monday. We release
I just don't want to overlap what I'm going to say next week, so it's not like I'm repetitive when people listen. But Dead Man Wonderland is still incredible.
Yeah.
I'm still really loving it. I think it got better this week. Catcher and Sins went up in my point of view.
Yeah, I really liked the episode this week.
I think we'll go over why tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to hear why, listen to the Tsunami podcast.
I'm still worried about the ratings. I feel like people are probably not watching that much.
Well, I feel like that's because a lot of it is like, I've seen Cowboy Bebop, I've seen Brotherhood, I've seen Ghost in the Shell. And I mean, even if you look at it, Catcher and Sins has been out on disc for months.
And it's on Netflix.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, they really just got like Bleach and Dead Man Wonderland to keep the ratings.
By the way, we just got a tweet on the Tsunami podcast saying, maybe you guys shouldn't review Bleach. I feel like you guys are bashing it rather than reviewing it. It doesn't help that you're biased towards it to begin with. I think it is best if you guys drop it. Which I said I would be fine with, but everyone else, I think, wants to give it a chance.
Yeah, I wanted to get back to plot to give it a chance.
You did say that you would be dropping a show in the first couple of weeks.
Bleach. Yeah, Bleach was the show I dropped.
Why can't I figure out how the hell to get to where I need to? Alright. Yay, Lost in the Forest.
What is it that you're looking for right now?
The way to get somewhere. I don't even know what items I need yet to open up that area.
That's the exciting part of this game. Who knows? Oh, slice those vines with Zoro to get the special.
I thought
long ivy.
Did, but hold on. Yeah, let's do it. But no, I agree. Like Bleach is, I don't know, Bleach.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's aimed for us at all.
Well,
I think it's aimed for like the 13, 14-year-old boy, like male, younger men.
I mean, like I said, I want to give it a shot until it gets back to plot. I think it deserves that.
For Shark Z1's question, what are the chances Greg will be on the podcast Sunday to talk about him on Shonen Jump? 100%. It's already recorded, and Monday. Yes. So.
Unless. Dun, dun, dun.
Unless I lose the file.
Unless Zach goes to the movies and gets his laptop stolen again.
Okay, once that happened. And plus that was my laptop, so I think I'm the one who really lost out of that. I mean, everyone lost, but I lost the laptop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, how's the anime fan stuff coming?
I have... Every program I try won't let me do it, so I'm probably just going to upload them raw, and I don't think people will care.
Will you just buy a program? You know how many programs I've bought to do stuff?
I have no money, Jason. You have a job. I have negative income. I owe the government hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, I mean, that's a
Zach's on the run from the government.
I am not on the run from the government yet.
He's calling us from an undisclosed location.
Yes.
I'm not Dick Cheney, Stephen.
And no, even though we watch a
In an
pirate
underground
show,
bunker.
even though we watch a pirate show and like a pirate series, we will not pirate things.
I'll figure it out. I have that free trial that I.
Yeah, use a free trial at Premiere.
Yeah. I'll do it tonight. Got
Okay.
time tonight.
All right.
I could be doing it instead of talking to you.
We could. But anyways, I don't know. I guess the fall season for shows is going to be coming just like around the corner, believe it or not. Anything you're looking forward to?
Oh, you mean for anime?
No. TV.
Just TV.
Revolution. Looking forward to Revolution. That looks
Oh,
really
yeah,
cool.
I saw an ad for that. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's the 28th of June is the return of Louis and Wilfred, which were two of my favorite comedies from last year. So I'm really excited about those.
Yeah, I always wanted to see Wilfred. I gotta check that one out.
Yes, of course. Game of Thrones just ended, so now I have to wait a long time for that. But it's
Right.
a great second season.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die again from this frickin' jumping.
What else is even coming on in the fall? I don't remember.
Well, the Sherlock ripoff Elementary is going to be coming out.
That looked. I was even like, "Wow, what is Jason gonna say about this?" I did a whoop slap moment. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Steven, what do you think of Elementary?
I think I'm not going to watch it.
You know what looks good though? Vegas.
Really?
Which one is that?
Is that like the 1950s Vegas show?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know. I'm always very. It won't last. It's a period piece. I feel like those never last on television unless it's like on AMC or something.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Revolution?
Okay. So what I was gonna say about that is I think that's gonna be like a pilot that's incredible. I think the pilot's gonna be like a movie quality, and then I think the rest of the show, give or take. Yeah.
Well, better be better than that stupid crap Alcatraz.
What is the
Yeah.
premise of the Revolution?
You should watch the trailer.
Yeah.
That's why I even recommend.
Basically, everything blacks out, and people
Oh, is that
suck.
It's like the ion bomb sort of thing where all the electronics
Yeah.
fail. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, wow, we're that doomed without technology. That's lovely.
Well, we probably are. CTJ Gamer also mentioned Venture Brothers, and hell yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. Man, I have not even watched like the 4th season. I have to find the
Oh, you
DVDs
should.
for that. Yeah.
And I've still
Yeah, I
yet
love
to
that
watch any season.
I don't understand,
great show.
Jason, why you haven't seen that, because that seems so up your alley. But whatever. I'm not gonna, you do the same thing to me, and then I can't blame you.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
I don't know.
But no, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I guess Breaking Bad comes back in the middle of July. I'm still catching up on season 4, but that'll be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot of new shows in the summer.
Right.
I think the fall is bigger.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dexter to come back, and hopefully it'll stop sucking. Because the past 2 seasons have been poorly written.
2?
Yeah.
What was the one with John Lithgow? Was that 2 seasons ago?
That was season 4.
What are we on, 6?
That was
7.
3 seasons.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. I'm getting old. That feels really recent. Because I didn't watch it, but I remember, like, the John Lithgow promos.
Yeah, no, that show's been around for a while.
I didn't realize that. Wow. That's why it's always, you want it. When people complain about shows ending, sometimes it's a really good thing.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, it's probably better that that it ends with you wanting more than it ends with
Yes.
you saying, well, it was good and then this happened. Like The Office is
Yeah.
a good example.
Yeah, it's always true.
Yeah, I mean,
Seinfeld, that's a great example because I feel like that ended probably at a really good time.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking for. I wonder about Castle. If Castle seems like it's entering its last season,
I don't
which
think
is
I'll
with
hear-
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know Fringe is, I know Community is, 30 Rock is, a lot of like really long-running series are ending.
Yeah.
Um, 30 Rock I think has been somewhat consistent. Um, I know a lot of people think it dropped off a lot. For fans of the show, I mean, that show is definitely for like a specific audience. I could understand not liking it, but
Yeah, the only time
and
I ever watched that was at Jammer's house when we went to Anime Expo
I can
last
see
year.
Jam, I
Yeah.
can see Jammer being obsessed with it. That seems so like a Jammer show.
Yeah.
Um,
Right
but
now,
with
I'm trying to figure out what the hell I need.
Community, though, I don't not like it. It's a good show, but I'm not quite at the level where everyone else is, where they're like drooling over it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. It's not
I'm
bad, but
I'm skeptical about the last season because it's not going to have the show creator
yeah, yeah.
on board. But yeah, the 3 seasons have been all really good. So
Yeah.
You have helicopters scoping your house out.
yeah, snipers are trained in there.
Steven, do you remember what the hell it is, the other item I need for this thing?
Go back to the screen so I can see it.
Okay.
He has to be Nami first. Oh no, Frankie. Sorry, froze there for me for a second.
Here. It says medicine that nulls poison.
Yeah, that's something that you need to make with Chopper.
Shit.
Yeah.
What do I need to
I
make?
don't remember. I don't remember. Maybe we'll see if does anyone in the chat remember.
Chat, remind us.
I know I don't remember.
Tell us
'cause
how to
I never
play this
got
game.
this far. This is I mean I showed you where I stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, which is here I think actually. So yeah. Okay.
Clay. Yeah, look up on GameFAQs.
Someone, GameFAQs, yeah, I was gonna say. Site I always use.
God, it's
That
been
still
that long
exists?
since we played this.
Okay, yeah, you need the mortar and pestle. Have you made that yet for Chopper?
No?
Okay, yeah, you need to make that.
How do I make that?
You go back to camp, and then you make it.
How do I what do I need to make it?
Jesus.
What is going on? I thought you
I
lived in
don't know.
California where there was no noise. Everything
no,
was
there's-
peaceful and zen.
There's plenty of noise.
Are you in San Diego or
Yes,
LA?
yeah.
San Diego.
San Diego.
So, what do I need to make the stuff?
All right, Jason, you've driven me to go to GameFAQs.
Yay!
I was being sarcastic about California not having noise.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Unlimited collecting. That is that is the best nickname for this game. What were they thinking when they made these?
I don't know.
At least I got the bug that I need.
What was the first video game you ever played, Jason? That's a good question. We're talking about video games here.
Yeah, what was the first video game I ever made?
Played.
Oh. Played, yeah. Wow, that's a good question.
Yay!
I don't remember. It probably was Mario and Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. That's a good one.
Yeah, but I have a feeling like there was some Atari going on there.
Steven?
I think the first one I ever played was on the Amiga computer. So that was what we had when I was a little kid, and it was probably it was some sort of variant of either Breakout or oh god, what's the one where you shoot the aliens are in like this giant formation and they come down slowly back and forth.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders, yeah, that's it. One of
That's a
those
good
two.
first game.
Yeah.
Mine was, I think it was Outrun on the Sega Master System, which we still have at my house.
Wow.
Because actually, that's all I
I
had.
ever even saw one of those.
No, that's all we had as a kid. I don't think I've ever explained this story on the air, but the reason I'm not that into video games is because I was deprived as a child. I always had the system that was outdated. So I had Sega Master System when like the Super Nintendo and Genesis were out. I had the PS1 when the PlayStation 2 came out. I had the PlayStation 2 when the PS3 came out, and just now I caught up.
Yeah. So, Steven, any luck on finding what I need?
Well, we have a bunch of suggestions in the chat. So you need clay, you need antidote powder and honeybee. That's probably for the poison medicine, but I think for the as far as the making the mortar and pestle, which Chopper uses, let me see. I can find that. It's weird because of course the only FAQ that is on GameFAQs is for the Japanese version, and so they just have these sort of default names that don't, like I can't search for mortar and pestle because it doesn't show up.
This game came out in English, like almost.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Very quickly, I think, right?
I don't care. Maybe we'll figure it out.
So, we're doing the manga recap for 668 this week. Exciting.
I like how you discuss plans while we're recording.
That's just Grand Line Gaming, right? Jeez.
It only goes on YouTube.
You were discussing
What's up,
plans for the Tsunami podcast.
Oh,
I was
man,
just saying, let's talk about the
can't-
Tsunami stuff.
I can't wait to find out what Firecrouch has for us this week. Section. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, totally.
Dude, piece together. Oh wow.
Oh man. Anime recap extravaganza.
I think we're gonna do that tonight, Jason, if you'd like him.
Ah,
Because we have a lot to catch up with.
Yeah, don't expect to see me on that segment, guys.
You know, I don't like how you've been picking and choosing. You know, you have to take the good and the bad, or else, you know.
I took the good with the bad yesterday.
What? With what?
Tsunami.
Oh.
Bleach.
551 was bad. Thank you, S. Korea. Now I have absolutely nothing to look forward to. Maybe. What am I? I don't even. Does anyone even care? It's like Fishman Island. I feel like I'm not even. There's like no.
It's our duty, obligation.
Oh, like none of us feel like doing it. It's terrible.
I know, and I don't have to, which is even better.
Okay, Jason. I'm gonna make you do it if you keep doing this. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna let you come on the next 10 manga recaps if you don't come on this anime recap.
Seriously, has anybody figured out the freaking mortar and pestle? Because it's.
I think you just need the clay.
I have clay though.
Okay.
I have like 3 pieces of clay.
Alright, then you should be good as far as that goes.
Maybe we should just do like, I could just save up like 5 or 6 anime episodes, and then we'll just do like a giant rewatch.
Are you
and, like,
still
have fun with
going
it.
on about this?
Yeah, the 3 clay is for the compounding tools. That will
Still
work.
on clay.
That.
What, Steven?
Okay, yeah, if you have 3 clay, then you have enough for the compounding tools, which is what you need in order to make the the antidote powder. And then for that you need 1 hidden forest bee and 3 medical plants.
I have that stuff.
Do you still have the hidden forest bee, or is it the honey bee?
Well, you know what?
Let
Let me put it this way. If I'm still going to be talking about the thing that no one cares about. If everyone else here wants to like marathon it with us, like do a live marathon, we could do that.
Okay, so Steven, I'm just going to go back to camp right now because people are dead, but where do I get not the honeybee, the other bee?
Let's see. Try to find it.
We got 2 people who would marathon it with us.
Okay. It says Jungle Zone can be found in 2 different locations.
Drinking
Oh man,
game.
these are going to be long. Location 1, from Jungle Zone entrance, go straight, cut the big leaf blocking the right
Hold on,
path,
hold on.
and
Let me
take the
get
right
back
path.
to the... Let me exit the jungle and go back in. Once I figure out how to exit the jungle. Holy crap, this level sucks. The jungle, it all looks the same. There's no escape.
Don't get me started. God. I don't know how you're doing this again. Or the first time.
The first time I want to know how I figured all this stuff out. I was probably just able to oh, is this it?
I think if
Hold
we
on,
do
shut
this
up.
Really?
Yes.
You found it?
Very
Fuck you.
go.
I blame Zach. Anyways.
Well, I heard the response before it happened, and a commercial happened just before the net was about to go down for me. Oh, this one lets me mute it. Okay, good. Well, if we make it a drinking game, I would consider doing the anime recap. That sounds fun.
You know, if you take random people for the anime recap, you're going to get one of those screamers again.
Yeah.
No, when I say live, I mean everyone could watch it with us and comment in the chat like we're doing now.
Oh, okay. All right. I see.
For the anime.
Yeah. Alright. So, what else? Okay, so Zoro can catch bugs. Only Zoro can catch bugs?
Stephen was referring to episode 100's anime recap, and if you want to go listen to that, you can.
Alright, so only Zoro could catch bugs, someone said?
No, that's just a joke.
I had a feeling. Alright, so how do I make this thing? So I got it's probably under the development, right?
Yeah.
Right here, right?
Compounding tools.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. So now Chopper can make stuff. And I almost have enough
Frankie,
stuff.
clear the table.
Yeah. Well, the next item to make is the bridge. So compounding.
Have you guys seen the videos of that game? It's one of those crazy only in Japan arcade games where the entire point of the game is to do what Frankie does, like you flip over the table.
Yeah, I did see that. The arcade game?
Yes, that looks amazing.
Oh my god.
There's like a little table thing that you hold and then you bang on it. Like you're like the grumpy old dad at the dinner table, and like your annoying teenage daughter is like yammering on the phone, and like your wife is not looking at you, and like the phone is ringing, and so you slam on the table and then you flip it over, and all of the like items on the table fly about and like do damage, and you get points based on all the stuff that happens. It's amazing.
That is pretty amazing. Okay, so I go left in the mystery jungle, right?
Okay, hang on. From Jungle Zone entrance, go straight, cut the big leaf blocking the right path, and take the right path.
Fuck.
I was just going to say, you're definitely going left. But I forgot though there was a delay.
Yeah. And then after you go that way, keep going and walk past a bunch of yellow flowers and then turn left. You can find a hidden forest bee on one of the grass in this area.
That's not it. That's a butterfly, right? I guess it's good
wait.
practice.
Yeah, and then, obviously if it's not there, then you can...
See, I caught the butterfly. Let's see if I could get the thing that matters. That's it. That's gotta be it.
God, they're all such royal-looking creatures.
Very majestic. Oh, yeah, there you go. Try that one.
It flew away. It didn't even flutter its wings. I should have came around from the other side.
I don't think it matters.
What's this thing?
Oh, that looks huge. That might be one of those queen bees or something.
See, I caught that one.
So this week's Zoro week. What are your favorite Zoro moments in the chat?
Oh, there it is. Hidden forest bee. Yes.
Wait, how many of those do I need, actually?
Just one. Just one.
I just need one of those?
Yeah.
I thought I needed
yeah.
two.
There you go. It says you're good.
I thought I needed two of those.
Oh, but you mean how many of the poison
Yeah.
medicine? I don't know. Let me see if I can...
I'm pretty sure I needed two. Oh well, I'll just go in and go out again. I can go out, go in again.
I agree with Trick the TM at the swimming at Drum Island, where he did not have the proper clothing for Zoro moments.
And there are a lot of fun, good Zoro moments.
Should really say what are the funniest Zoro moments instead of that we probably won't do as much on the podcast.
Yeah, I think a classic one is where he tosses the sword up in Logtown and tests his luck.
Okay, this is suggesting that you need 1 honeybee and 2 antidote powders to do the do that
Oh,
orb.
some guy named Fastizio is asking which character do you like better, Rose or Riza?
Alright, great. So, for
Really,
this,
Jason?
I need, You're saying 2 honeybees?
Yeah, or no, two. You need 1 honeybee for the orb, but you need 2 antidotes.
Alright, so... I could have swore it was the other bug I needed.
Oh, Ed is telling you to. Well, I don't know if I can repeat on a YouTube channel, but let's just say it's not appropriate for.
That's nice.
I agree with him.
What is Rose and Riza? Is that like a fairy tale thing?
It's
No,
just a joke thing.
It's we went to NecoCon, which is this convention in Virginia when we started the podcast in 2009, and every single person was asking Colleen Clinkenbeard which she liked playing better, Rose
Oh,
or
okay.
on Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist.
See, I have the 1 honeybee. It's 2 of the medicines that I need.
Yeah,
Alright, so maybe...
but now you have 2 green bees.
Yeah, so I can make 2 of those things.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And the point is, if you're at a convention, folks, don't ask the voice actors which of the 2 more minor characters they like playing better that were essentially had the same inflection.
Yeah.
Also, if you ask any professional like which was your favorite thing to do, what you're really asking is which of these things did you not like doing? Which of these characters sucks more is basically what they hear. They're not gonna
I
say.
kind of like that question more than the real one.
only
Steven,
works-
which did you hate translating more?
Yeah, it only works if you're an asshole and you like talking shit about the stuff you do.
There are a few of those.
I think the worst thing I ever translated was Samurai Deeper Kyo. That was pretty bad.
I think I have one of those. Like from when I was like young, I think I bought one of them.
Yeah, it was not a good series.
I need more of the frickin' plant.
I don't think I ever read it. I read manga I had when I was in high school. I'm gonna be admitting a lot. I had what's this? School Rumble, I think it's called. High School Rumble, or whatever that was.
The dude with the sunglasses.
Let's see.
I think so.
Yeah.
FLCL.
Nothing
I
wrong with
had
that.
I had Love Hina, which there's something wrong with. Gundam Wing, which that was they had these little funny comics in the back, which were funny. What else did I have? Trying to remember what manga I had when I was young. What else was out when I was in middle school? So I bought a lot of Tokyo Pop shit.
My first manga that I ever bought was Ghost in the Shell, and I actually just found a Japanese edition of it at the used bookstore this week, which is kind of funky. I haven't read it in probably 10 years.
Jason, what was your early manga that you bought?
Early manga that I bought.
You were young. Or
DBZ.
no, or I was gonna say guilty pleasure manga.
What we really want is for you to tell us something embarrassing.
I did.
Let's see.
Everyone can.
No, I mean, DBZ was what I bought when I was young, really.
Yeah, I bought the kind you have the weekly shonen jumps, and they had those. Remember the singles they had?
Yeah, I have a bunch of those. I also have, what is it? The large ones, where before they shrunk the graphic novel size, I had a bunch of those for the Dragon Ball and DBZ.
But you have no guilty pleasure manga.
What do I have? I have, let's see, One Piece. What else? Evangelion. I have.
I don't think you know what
Bakuman.
guilty pleasure is.
I don't know what. I don't think I bought anything I would consider guilty pleasure.
Steven, do you have any guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures.
Or
I
anime. It
I
doesn't have to
didn't
be.
I didn't own them, but I will admit that I read my little sister's copies of Love Hina. Uh,
There you go. I guess that
all
was
the
the
way
guilty
through.
pleasure of the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I read most of it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know why. I never. I watched anything that went on Tsunami, so there's a lot of shit on like, or like things not targeted to me. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
we talked about Sailor Moon on the last episode. That's a really good example because that's clearly not targeted to me. But I watched it when it was on Tsunami sometimes. I did not watch Card Captors, even though that was on Tsunami.
I didn't
did not
watch
watch that.
any of that shit. The only thing I would consider is like when I was young, I watched Pokemon, but
I didn't.
Oh yeah, I did watch Pokemon.
all right.
I
So
don't think that's a guilty pleasure though. and that's
Steven,
coming from someone who didn't
how
see
do
it.
I get the darn plants I need to make this freaking compound?
Which,
Hey, I
which
just got
was
one.
it?
The
Okay.
the medicinal plant. I got one of them. I need like 2 more.
Medicinal.
Medicinal, yes. But I need 2 more of those. Where is the best place to get those?
You just gotta walk around.
Maybe-
I mean, there are definitely like little clumps
Nope,
of
that's
them.
not it. Yeah. I think these are it right here, right?
No, the clear grass.
Sorry, Ed is being really funny in the chat. He said that you need to go to the dispensary. They have lots of medicinal plants there, Jason.
Right.
I like the insinuation that getting these medicinal plants, it's like you're just cutting down plant after plant of weed, and like, none of them work or something.
Darn you, forest!
It's a magical forest with really bad weed.
I just need 2.
But it is the 100-acre wood, and there are talking animals there. So.
That is true. Someone's high in that.
I'm not gonna get this frickin' plant, am I?
How many did you need?
I need 2 more.
Was that for the antidote, or
Yeah,
just,
to make the antidote so I could mix it together to make this darn thing.
you didn't leave any in storage or anything like that?
No.
At least we're with the Zoro theme here again, because that's important. Should have Zoro as much as possible today.
Right, yeah.
Next week we could have Usopp playing.
That'll work
Sure.
out well.
That'll work. Zoro's actually, I think, probably the easier for me. Was like the easiest one to play as.
You know, I gotta just make sure that I always have like at least one spot. Let's see. Bittergrass,
Yeah.
I have one. See, I think it's right here.
That was the most annoying thing for me was like you knew that you needed to keep inventory free, and so like you would fight a guy and like you needed some special item that he had that you haven't seen yet, and then like as you're fighting him, like right before you kill him, like you hit a grass and like you pick up a piece of honey or something like that, and then all of a sudden after you kill the guy he drops something and you see like too many items and you have no idea what it was, and you're like, that was what I needed.
Yeah, well, right now I'm getting waste iron, which is a waste.
We have a question from Ascoria saying who was the hardest person to play as on Unlimited Adventure, or is?
I think I don't know, maybe Robin.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Robin is not that easy to use.
Someone give me the frickin' plant that I need. Steven, go
Zoro and Luffy.
go search if there's any place that is particularly easy to get the plants.
Oh, and of course this stupid walkthrough does not have medicinal plants as...
So just look at what I need for this one, and then, or what it is to make the compound I need, and just use that verbiage.
We have another question on the chat
Yes.
from Final Fantasy C. Is there online multiplayer in Kaizoku Musa?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the new one that's coming out too, in North America and Europe. Do we have a confirmation for that?
What is there
Yeah.
online? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if there's
Yeah,
online
it's
in the U.S.
Multiplayer. Yeah, for US.
Yeah, I mean there was in the Japanese one.
Well, then
it's,
I'm definitely
it's co-op
getting it.
only.
Yeah, it's
co-op
co-op only.
but yeah, there is.
What do you mean co-op only?
Like you can't fight each other. You
Oh.
basically work together.
Yeah, and it doesn't really. I don't know.
So, I mean, is everything on the... I know it's downloadable and it's in Japanese, but it's essentially the full Kaizoku Musou game?
Yeah, the game will be.
Yeah, with English
Okay.
subtitles.
Do we have a price tag for it?
It'll probably be. It could be $50. It could be $40. I don't know.
Online, it still costs $40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Which
Okay.
I know. I mean, I don't understand who they're trying to market to, like by making it online only.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
actually really don't care.
Well,
I
if
mean,
it's like a,
Sorry about the English.
it
stuff.
really depends like how long it takes to download it. If it takes like,
Yeah.
if it's like a 15 gigabyte file, you're going to be downloading for quite a while.
Well, I figured that you could just do it overnight, right? Isn't that what most people would do?
Yeah. I think it's more the issue that it's just less visible as a download than a retail.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I mean,
'Cause
there's
people
also
aren't going to see it at the store.
there's also limited amount of space on them. So, you know,
that's
if
true.
you want to, when you have to install a game, you may have to download. I don't know. It's nope. I need one more of those frickin'.
I mean, it makes sense on their side why they're doing it, because they don't know if it's going to
Yeah.
sell a lot.
Well, the
And
thing is,
plus,
in the States at least, you can't release a game on disc if it's not dubbed, right? Steven?
I think
I
that
highly
I think that was the criteria that forced them to do download only.
Yeah.
At least from what I hear. I mean, it's not like they actually said that themselves.
the thing is, except for owning it and holding it, I don't see the difference.
Well, the difference is that you can put it in a store, and people that don't even know that there's a game, they might say like, "Oh, here's
Right.
that One Piece thing. Like I used to buy with Shonen Jump. Like I remember this," and then then they can buy it. But if it's only on the PSN, I mean, there are lots of people that never
mean
go on there.
Also, I mean,
I didn't mean mark.
for example, with Infamous 2, I'm having that as download only because I'm getting it free with the PlayStation Plus thing. But after I beat that game, since that's like 15 gigabytes on my hard drive, I'm pretty much deleting it. With a game, you just have to install it. But I mean, if I want to play Infamous 2 again, I got to re-download that entire game.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Well, I didn't mean marketing. I meant just as a game, as the consumer.
All right.
Less-
Does anybody?
I do have full retail games that I've downloaded onto my Xbox, and in some ways it's nice because you don't even have to deal with the disc.
Right.
You just
You've been
start it
doing
right
this
up.
a really long time. I just realized.
Yeah, Steven, any
Yeah.
updates on how to get that?
No, it just says they're all over the place, so there's
Oh,
not even.
they're all over the place, yet I can't get
Yeah.
a frickin' one.
Why do you suck at finding these, Jason?
Cause God hates me, cause I'm Jewish.
No, you're not even really Jewish.
What was the line in the South Park trailer? You can't be the savior, Kyle. You're a Jew. Like you
Yeah.
can't be saved.
Yeah, that's so ironic.
That was pretty good. Oh, I can't wait for that South Park game. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So what are you trying to do right now?
Find a plant.
Oh, now all you have to do is smoke it once you get it, as Ed put it.
Yeah, I mean you're not gonna get them from guys. You're gonna have to.
Well, that's how I got the first one. I got it from some.
No. You got it from plants.
Please let these be it. Plants. Don't. No, nothing. See?
I think it's like it's specifically not those bushes, but the ones that are more like fronds that have the
Ferns.
like yeah exactly.
Let's go backwards and take a look. We'll take a gander over here. And of course, running goes away. Watch Jason become very infuriated with this game.
So that's what all the people were thinking when they voted for it.
I think that is
I
what they
think
were.
that is. I think they really want to see some Schadenfreude.
See, I got it from these guys. No, I got it from these guys. See? See, I did get one from that fucker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean the STD? Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, you know, the guy's carrying. He's got a baggie in his back pocket.
Now I got
Jason's
handy
got
rocks.
Purple Thunder, so here we go.
I had no idea this game was so...
Yeah.
I don't even know the word I'm looking for.
How do I make that guy reappear?
Well,
Suggestive.
Oh, there it
I
is.
think you should go. You should go back.
Hey,
to the
stop
camp
shooting me.
and fix the stuff up. But then we should call it a day before
Hold
we
on.
go out and actually use them.
I'm getting worn out watching you do this. Although I am enjoying how frustrated you are. That's Schadenfreude.
Stop that.
Oh.
Wonder.
Did you find out my secret that I'm one of the peons in this game secretly? Yeah, I would love to do a New York fan meetup.
Maybe we could do one at Bryant Park. Why not?
I would definitely do that again. That was a ton of fun in New York Comic Con. Both of them.
Well, when works best for everybody? I think this summer would be pretty nice.
Yeah, during the summer. What about... I mean, I would do it this weekend. But
How about August? Because, you know, it's nice out. There's no conventions in August.
That's true. August would work. Oh, let's do it in the August. In the August. Let's do it in August.
Oh my god. I hate this so much.
Didn't you only need the one plant?
Yes! No, I need one more of them.
Oh, you needed two?
Yeah.
You kept saying you just needed one plant.
Well, yeah, I just needed that one particular plant.
But you got it.
No, look. Just this one particular planet I needed 3 of.
Oh! Trick the TM had a great idea to do a launch party for Season 4. Yeah, maybe we could try and put that together.
Yeah, I'll talk to some things and, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's, it's gonna be difficult, but it's possible.
That'd be pretty cool to just do, like, a screening somewhere.
Of, like, the first couple episodes, yeah. Like, what, the first couple David Back episodes? Those are fun. I love those episodes.
Well, how many fans do we actually have in New York?
I could do I'm doing that survey tonight. I'll throw it in the survey. It's like, how do you live in New York?
Or
And
Jersey?
Like or do you live in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut?
Okay,
Or,
that
like,
person,
I would be interested in attending a meetup in August already or something like that.
that person did.
I used to live in Virginia, Final Fantasy Z, so Ed is still there. If he's still in the chat.
Alright, these
We
are...
were actually going to do one, but we got lazy, I think. In DC. Meet up there. Plus, I've done the trip from DC to New York around 3,000 times. It's not that difficult. It costs $20 if you're smart about it. I mean, that... If you're just going for us... I mean, that's very
We
nice.
should meet up in this forest.
We should meet up in the...
Jason will be here by the time you get there.
Probably. Oh, why can't I find this damn thing?
He will... I guarantee you he'll be in this forest. In August.
See, look at how... Oh, shit, I got it. I don't know how I got it. I don't know why I got it, but I got it. Fuck you, getting the damn compound. I don't want to fight people.
Yeah.
Wow, is it scary that I actually know my way around this forest now?
Yes, it is scary that you know your way around the forest.
I think this...
It's very scary.
I didn't even have to look at a map.
That's really sad. Sad is the word I'm looking for, right, Stephen?
Yeah, there are certain games where, like, when I played Skyrim, I would walk everywhere so that because the landscape was so beautiful that I would understand it. But a game like this, like, if you know your way by memory through this labyrinth crap, that is bad sign.
So wait, how much time have we spent looking for like enough
least
to
an
move
hour.
forward?
At least an hour. Right?
I think
time.
for that, or probably half an hour at least. We're almost at 2
Exactly,
hours.
Luffy.
This game is never going to end.
Luffy said, "Please, Chopper," and I don't think, there's any better word to describe it. Please, Chopper, let's get the fuck on with it. Let me save. Let me just save right now.
Caesar, this is actually the point at which I gave up the game. So if that even makes more
So
sense.
wait, so we're about to create a milestone for you.
Well, I'm just watching it now. This is a big
You'll get
difference.
to see past where you were.
I was really enjoying that cutscene there with Sanji running after Luffy with the ladle. I really enjoyed that.
I'm not.
I'll get you, Luffy.
I'm not
I don't know what
wasting.
voice.
I don't. I don't either.
Are we going to keep going? I mean, we're almost at 2 hours here.
We're beating this damn boss.
Ugh.
Okay.
We are.
Well, I'm gonna write up that survey in the meanwhile, and so you get to hear that live. If people have ideas for questions that they want to know, like where are people from or
And
whatever,
for those of you watching on YouTube,
it's up already. For those of you on YouTube, go and take the survey now.
yeah.
Represent that you listen. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know where I was going.
I feel like we should do prizes for everybody that participates live on this.
Well, that's all you. As I think I mentioned earlier, I have zero money.
Can we register for Foursquare badges or something?
Oh, you see, this game would be more fun with Foursquare.
What is Foursquare?
Jason, you never been the mayor of a restaurant.
What?
So stupid that concept. I don't get it.
No, seriously, what is Foursquare?
It's a thing that you use with Facebook where when you arrive at locations like restaurants and theme parks and things like that, you will check in there, and then like if the restaurant is participating in the thing, like if you are one of like the top 10 most frequent visitors or something, you become like the mayor, or you get some sort of title, and then they give you like discounts and things. It's pretty dumb.
Sounds pretty dumb.
Well, it
Yeah.
did really well for a little while, and
Right.
now it isn't. Like, Twitter, I think, will really be there for a long time, and Facebook has been there for a very long time.
I think I like Twitter though. Twitter is a fun little way to follow
I
things.
like it more than a lot of things. Like,
Yeah.
So I was, during the panel at Blog World, we were talking about, like, the importance of, like, new media to reach out to your fans. And I was going over the story. When I started the podcast, I don't know if any of you guys out there are here, listened to the podcast at the beginning. Like, the first week, I'm like, I'm never getting a Twitter account. It's stupid. It's a fad. And it took me... We started in June, basically, the podcast. And in July, I had a Twitter account for the podcast. And then I think, like, a month later, I got my own Twitter account.
I think
so.
it's pretty cool to follow like movie productions and stuff like that.
Jason,
What?
you're giving away the Avengers Rock as a prize.
No!
You see, you do care about it. I was right.
That
I
was-
was so excited about
That was
it.
a joke.
It was like both a combination of cute and lame. It's like, oh, he cares so much about The Rock.
That was an excellent suggestion.
That was a really great suggestion. I think he should do it too, so I don't have to hear about that fucking Rock again, even though I'm the one who brought it up today. Okay, summer 2012 survey.
Summer.
Hi.
Alright, so...
What year did you start listening to the One Piece podcast? What country are you from, and who is your favorite straw?
What country, age is another good
Age?
one. How
That's what-
old?
I always ask what age. I feel like that's... I'll ask the age, though.
ASL.
ASL.
Guys, we did it. We did it.
Yeah, this time, and every other survey, I've had it,
Screw you, poisonous vines.
every other survey, I've split it up by like a couple of months. This time I'm going to ask what year did you start listening, because we've been on that long at this point. So what? They're not poisonous anymore. They're just vines.
Yeah, now you could cut them. I don't know why you couldn't cut poisonous vines.
Because you die.
Look, I'm not even touching them. Why couldn't I just do this to begin with?
Because now it's more rewarding after having put in all of that hard work.
Because those vines were just.
It builds character.
Alright, and let's see who the boss
Just make Inuyasha reference. Oh my god! And I got that reference. That's the sad thing.
It is.
Miasma, isn't that? Is that Inuyasha?
I don't
That I
know.
watched
That is,
was
it is a
cool.
word.
Yeah, I'm just kind of skipping through the text portion because this is a long game.
No, the text. The text. Oh, and the cute fuzzball guy. Blah.
And the flashback with the silhouette people.
The other guy. These are such filler characters, can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're filler to the core.
They are.
Yeah.
Season
Little-
4!
Little monkey rabbit
Why am I asking what
is-
age are you? How old are you?
and his benefactor, Dr. Hiroluke.
Oh, look. Here we go. It's time for Kaku.
Damn it, I just put myself out of the 18 to 24 range.
Hey, look,
So-
we have Zoro vs. Kaku for Zoro Week. I like how he
Wow.
says Kieran in this translation. You
Yeah,
still
that's weird.
Ow!
Maybe he was just drinking beer beforehand. He's just getting worked up.
Oh, shoot.
Do you want me to put favorite arc? Are you guys curious what the most popular arc is?
Sure.
Kaku is the boss?
Yes, we just went over this. And damn it. I'm done.
Not like Kaku.
That's nice. Let's see. Let's kill Robin.
Kaku's the boss. He drained a six-pack of Kieran before he fighted. Man, that was
I would love
ugly.
a six-pack of Kirin.
Wow. Kaku really wallops a punch, doesn't he?
His nose wallops one. Although the graphics in this are hilarious.
Here,
and
let's
kind
try
of
to use a
like-
pickaxe.
Let's not do that.
Chopper, go! Oh my god. I have a feeling I should be using Usopp.
Caesar says his favorite arc is Anime Impel Down.
Okay.
I think it was a joke. Because it was awful.
I think it was a joke too. Yes. So, yeah, this boss is pretty unforgiving.
I'm glad you spent all that time so you could lose to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad too.
I do like that he's basically kicking the air like 3 feet over Chopper's head.
Well, Usopp actually might be good against him because you've got that range. If you could even get him, is the question.
Yeah. Look.
God, he is unforgiving.
Come on, Usopp.
I imagine this to be like a metaphorical fight for fighting Toys R Us right now.
Yeah. Do they even use
Well, I'm
those
glad that's not
mascots
this
anymore?
I don't know, Jeffrey? Jeffrey the giraffe?
I don't think so.
Didn't he have like a whole family?
Well, I don't
Okay.
see him at the Toys R Us store in Times Square anywhere.
There was like a baby one for Babies R Us. Oh, there you go. Got a question asking people's favorite supernovas. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one, actually. I'll throw that in there. I'm going to do a lot of them are obviously going to be with the podcast, but I figure we might as well ask some cool One Piece questions.
Yeah.
And some opinions.
As
We'll release the details probably next week's podcast, since we're only going to have one night for this one. Although we usually get like 200 to 300 responses right away, and then an additional like 200 to 300 after. Because we don't do surveys that often. We do them like once a season.
hey, I remembered to use my medicine to heal
Yeah,
Usopp.
I was just gonna say, Jason, Usopp's doing the best.
We're gonna hit him with the net. I'm sorry, I just saw that.
Ah! Uh-oh.
I got an ad at the very exciting part there.
No! Someone else die.
How does a giraffe use a sword? That's a good question.
Wait, what, Nami? Really? Nami was doing better than Zoro. Okay.
Dude, you give Nami like a baseball bat. You should just go to town.
Well,
It's
this will be a good like mini trivia quiz since we're doing that U.S. versus Japan one. Can you guys name all the supernovas? And I'm not gonna include Luffy and Zoro because.
Alright.
Wait, Sans, Luffy, and Zoro. So you guys want to name them? Steven, why don't we do it? Since
Me?
Jason's playing.
Alright, I gotta use my fingers here to remember. Killer, Drake, Capone, Rouge, Bonnie,
I did it.
Jewelry,
Law,
right? It's like regular jewelry.
yeah,
Jewelry
jewelry Bonnie. Yeah.
Law, I got.
Law, Kid.
Captain is his first name, isn't it?
No, it's Eustace.
Or Eustace, right?
Eustace Kid.
How do you spell Eustace?
And-
E-U-S-T-E-S-S.
Yeah. And then Apu
Scratchman.
and yes, Scratchman, Apu, and who am I forgetting?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I always forget one of them.
Yeah, we're only missing one, and I'm guessing that is. I'm trying to think of that picture.
Probably one of the.
Don't tell
Wait, I
us.
wasn't paying attention. Who did we list so far? Did we list Hawkins, Apu?
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
That's
That
always
was
the
it.
one. What's his first name again?
Basil Hawkins.
Basil.
Hey, I got it on my first one.
Yeah, I was
like-
that's the one. That's the most forgettable.
Yeah, that's the
one.
thing. I was listing who's the most forgettable.
Yeah, and Hawkins is. I forget him right away.
Even though he looks like he was going to face off with Kaido or something right before we entered the time skip.
Yeah. I really need to go back and look for all the little scenes of those, because I'm forgetting all the little things that they were last doing, that we saw them doing. So we didn't really get much of a catch-up once the time skip happened.
Yeah. Well, we are about to wrap up this episode.
Extra size.
Supersized.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I think it's probably out by the time this comes out. Check out the survey on our website, onepiecepodcast.com.
Yeah,
Check out the
it takes
Tommy
a
podcast.
it takes a long time to render these episodes a bit. I try to get these up Wednesday, Thursday, as if you're on YouTube, you already know. So next objective will be to, I think, build the bridge. I'm not sure.
What percentage are we up to?
Let's find out. I'm going to save it. And let's go back to the main title.
You know, I have this game, and I would love to play against you as like a character and lose immediately.
So, we are 7% complete now.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That was more
Whoa.
than we thought. We were like predicting 4 or 5. We got to
Yeah.
7. That's pretty good.
So, 2 hours got us
Playtime 3 hours
5%.
25 minutes.
2 hours got us
Well.
5% today.
Well, look at your 100%. It took you 65 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that actually, I think you might be doing better than last time. I don't know. I can't do percentages like that. But
Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us as always. You could check out the One Piece podcast at onepiecepodcast.com. And you could also check out the Tsunami podcast at tsunamipodcast.com.
also, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/onepiecepodcast and twitter.com/onepiecepodcast.
You go on.
Oh,
I
you
don't
want me to
normally
call
do
it?
this, so you go for it.
Subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes.
This
That's
isn't on
important.
iTunes, by the way, but yeah.
Not this.
You
but,
could rate it on
that.
YouTube, though.
Rate it on YouTube. If you're listening now, if you're, let us know what you think. Let us know if you want more things.
Yeah, let us know how we can improve this, what's better for you.
And if you're a crazy German guy, you can tell Jason how much he sucks.
Yes,
You
feel
know,
free to tell me.
I thought I thought anti-Semitism was illegal in Germany, but apparently it's not. And it's funny because Jason is way less Jewish than I am.
And it's funny because I really don't care.
And well, that's because you celebrate Christmas. I don't even get to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can also call us at our phone number 347-497 Maji. No one? None of you. 347-497-6254.
Yeah, call
during the
anytime.
podcast. We do our call-ins if you're interested every Monday at 5. We will be taking this week off. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, but we'll be taking this week off call-ins again. But we'll again next week, which will be the 18th. We'll do call-ins.
Yep. So, anyways, we will see you next time for Chapter 3 of Unlimited Adventure. But thank you, Zach, for coming on.
No problem. It was a lot of fun.
And yes, my name is Jason.
And my name is Steven.
And we will see
My
you
name is
all.
Zach.
We just said bye to you.
Well, you know, I like
That
saying
means
my
you're
name over
supposed
and
to.
over.
Yeah.
That means you're not supposed to talk anymore.
Jason, you were the best at doing exactly what I just did right now, so you can't yell at me.
Yeah, but that's because you forget to do it beforehand.
Bye.
That's why we redo these a lot. Anyways, take care.
Bye.